What is big data? Big data is a term that describes the large volume of data, both structured and unstructured, that inundates a business on a day-to-day basis. But it's not the amount of data that's important. It's what organizations do with the data that matters. Big data can be analyzed for insights that lead to better decisions and strategic business moves. Why is big data important? The importance of big data doesn't revolve around how much data you have, but what you do with it. You can take data from any source and analyze it to find answers that enable cost reductions, time reductions, new product development and optimized offerings, and smart decision making. When you combine big data with high-powered analytics, you can accomplish business-related tasks such as determining root causes of failures, issues and defects in near real time, generating coupons at the point of sale based on the customer's buying habits, recalculating entire risk portfolios in minutes, detecting fraudulent behavior before it affects your organization. What is Hadoop? At the most basic level, Hadoop is an open-source software platform designed to store and process quantities of data that are too large for just one particular device or server. Hadoop's strength lies in its ability to scale across thousands of commodity servers that don't share memory or disk space. Hadoop delegates tasks across these servers, called worker nodes or slave nodes, essentially harnessing the power of each device and running them together simultaneously. This is what allows massive amounts of data to be analyzed. Splitting the tasks across different locations in this manner allows bigger jobs to be completed faster. Hadoop can be thought of as an ecosystem. It's comprised of many different components that all work together to create a single platform. There are two key functional components within this ecosystem: the storage of data, Hadoop Distributed File System, or HDFS, and the framework for running parallel computations on this data, MapReduce. What is the difference between Hadoop and traditional RDBMS? Criteria: Hadoop, data types, processes semi-structured and unstructured data. Criteria: RDBMS, data types, processes structured data. Criteria: Hadoop, schema, schema on read. Criteria: RDBMS, schema, schema on write. Criteria: Hadoop, best fit for applications, data discovery and massive storage, processing of unstructured data. Criteria: RDBMS, best fit for applications, best suited for OLTP and complex ACID transactions. Criteria: Hadoop, speed, writes are fast. Criteria: RDBMS, speed, reads are fast. What do the 4 V's of big data? A. Volume scale of data. B. Velocity analysis of streaming data. C. Variety, different forms of data. D. Veracity uncertainty of data. How big data analysis helps businesses increase their revenue. Give example. Big data analysis is helping businesses differentiate themselves. For example, Walmart, the world's largest retailer in 2014 in terms of revenue, is using big data analytics to increase its sales through better predictive analytics, providing customized recommendations and launching new products based on customer preferences and needs. Walmart observed a significant 10% to 15% increase in online sales for $1 billion in incremental revenue. There are many more companies like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pandora, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, etc. using big data analytics to boost their revenue. Name some companies that use Hadoop. Facebook, Netflix, Amazon, Adobe, eBay, Hulu, Spotify, Ruby Cloud, Twitter, Yahoo. What do the differentiate between structured and unstructured data? Data which can be stored in traditional database systems in the form of rows and columns, For example, the online purchase transactions can be referred to as structured data. Data which can be stored only partially in traditional database systems, for example, data in XML records can be referred to as semi-structured data. Unorganized and raw data that cannot be categorized as semi-structured or structured data is referred to as unstructured data. Facebook updates, tweets on Twitter, reviews, weblogs, etc. are all examples of unstructured data. On what concept the Hadoop framework works? Hadoop framework works on the following two core components. 1. HDFS. Hadoop Distributed File System is the Java-based file system for scalable and reliable storage of large datasets. Data in HDFS is stored in the form of blocks and it operates on the master-slave architecture. 2. Hadoop MapReduce. This is a Java-based programming paradigm of Hadoop framework that provides scalability across various Hadoop clusters. MapReduce distributes the workload into various tasks that can run in parallel. Hadoop jobs perform two separate tasks. Job. The map job breaks down the data sets into key value pairs or tuples. The reduce job then takes the output of the map job and combines the data tuples into smaller set of tuples. The reduce job is always performed after the map job is executed. What are the main components of a Hadoop application? Hadoop applications have wide range of technologies that provide great advantage in solving complex business problems. Core components of a Hadoop application are 1. Hadoop Common 2. HDFS 3. Hadoop MapReduce 4. Yarn. Data access components are Pig and Hive. Data storage component is Base. Data integration components are Apache Flume, Scoop, Chakwa. Data management and monitoring components are Ambari, Oozie, and Zookeeper. Data serialization components are Thrift and Avro. Data intelligence components are Apache Mahout and Drill. What is Hadoop streaming? Hadoop distribution has a generic application programming interface for writing map and reduce jobs in any desired programming language like Python, Perl, Ruby, etc. This is referred to as Hadoop streaming. Users can create and run jobs with any kind of shell scripts or executable as the mapper or reducers. What is the best hardware configuration to run Hadoop? The best configuration for executing Hadoop jobs is dual-core machines or dual processors with 4 GB or 8 GB RAM that use ECC memory. Hadoop highly benefits from using ECC memory, though it is not low-end. ECC memory is recommended for running Hadoop because most of the Hadoop users have experienced various checksum errors by using non-ECC memory. However, the hardware configuration also depends on the workflow requirements and can change accordingly. What are the most commonly defined input formats in Hadoop? Text input format. This is the default input format defined in Hadoop. Key value input format. This input format is used for plain text files wherein the files are broken down into lines. Sequence file input format. This input format is used for reading files in sequence.